welcome back to Amethyst Health and Wellbeing. As I said the last time, I'm going to be talking about the menopause. Something that I'm going through is, oh gosh, I'm what you call perio-menopausal. So I'm not quite at that stage to say that I have finished my monthly cycle. And that's what the menopause means. It means the stopping of your monthly cycle. You're not producing any more eggs and therefore you cannot reproduce. Gosh, reproduce, it sounds really deep. Yeah, so I'm at the cusp, the borderline. And I've been having, I would say maybe for the past 4 years, I've been having quite a lot of symptoms like hot flushes, the dreaded night sweats, getting quite emotional, like I'm doing right now. You get like mind fog, you lose your concentration very, very quickly. I think those are the main symptoms I've been getting, whereas others, it's so much worse. And there's a lot of women that are putting up with it, not saying anything because it's a woman's thing and every woman has to go through it. So why should I complain? Just shut up and get on with it. They don't want to seek any medical help. Okay, so I'm going to show you for part 1 of this menopause videos, because there's so much things that we can cover. There's so many symptoms that's related to the menopause. I'm going to look at night sweats and hot flushes and things that you could use to help it. But I'm going to mention a few things. Now, in my research, I found that there is, it's called the World Menopause Day, and it's the 18th of October each year. Has anyone heard of this? Has it been promoted? I've never heard of this, but there is. And there's also, shall I say, not there is, it is, October every year is International or World Menopause Month. And this has been created by the International Menopause Society, the IMS. You can find them online. I'll drop a link so you can do some research. But if you go on there, it's just amazing, the information that's on it, honestly. And from going on that website, and also there's an article that I read as well, there's over 30 plus symptoms that's related to the menopause. So it's not just your hot flushes and your night sweats. Some people get it really badly. And I'm talking more of like mental illnesses as well. They relate it to cancer. I'm sure you've all heard about that breast cancer is linked with menopause, especially if you're put on HRT, which is your hormone replacement therapy. They give you estrogen and progesterone to take, which some women, it doesn't work. Right, so this is what we're going to look at. Can you all see? Can I do that? Do I have to do that? I'm going to do that so you can actually see. This is sage. Sage in different forms. Sage is amazing because what it does, it mimics the hormone estrogen, and it's estrogen that we lack when we go through the menopause. That breaks down and it slows down. Whereas sage, which is this lovely herb, this is sage, it's, as I said, it's an estrogenic, and it also helps to balance your body temperature. It stops your sweating and your night sweats and your hot flushes. It's also good at strengthening the mind. So it's fantastic for, do you remember I said I forget, concentration goes and you get this mind fog. This will help. Sage helps. So I'm going to put that down there. It's a herb, you know, with most herbs, they don't have a really nice smell to it. Yeah, sage. I'm going to show you the different forms that I've used. So when I first started Night Sweats, I met somebody years ago. She used to call me Antoinetta. And I used to say to her, my name's Antoinette. She goes, Antoinetta. You know, I've known her for years and she still calls me Antoinetta. So what she recommended was a sage tincture. I probably pronounced it incorrectly, but it's Tincture. And what it is, it's sage oil combined in an alcohol, whether it's a very mild brandy or some companies use vodka, blended together. And what you do, it's very, very concentrated, not to use neat because it can be quite toxic. So what you do, you add about, let's say for example, half a bottle, about 500 mils, which is half a bottle of this, to 4 drops of the sage tincture. And with that, you drink it throughout the day, and that really helps. But they do say not to drink it consistently. It's not something that you should have every day. Maybe use it for 2 weeks, have a break, and then another 2 weeks, or use it for a month and then have a month off from using it. There's 2 companies that I've used the product. One is the purest that you could possibly find. It's the Organic Pharmacy. They're based in London and you can find them on the website. Again, I'm going to drop a link of the Organic Pharmacy company. But they're a homeopathic, and they're also a beauty company as well. They do treatments and sell retail products if anyone's interested. And also Neal's Yard. I think everyone's heard of Neal's Yard. They also sell sage tincture, but it's not as organic as the Organic Pharmacy company. You get nuts and some other oils in it. So if you're looking for the pure stuff, go for the Organic Pharmacy. If you're someone that's quite sensitive and suffers from allergies, then you know, be wary of the Neal's Yard blend. So that's your sage tincture. I'm going to put that over there. And then we've got, this is sage essential oil. This is it. Switch it on. So what you can do, you can diffuse it. Now, be careful using sage essential oils, the same as the tincture. It can be toxic to the, especially to the digestive system. So just be really, really careful. Follow the instructions on the products, and you can't go wrong then. Always dilute it. Dilute it in water, dilute it with other oils. So with this sage, you can mix sage with eucalyptus and lime. It's good for flus and colds as well as kind of moderating your temperature. So I've started experimenting with this at night time. So I put my mixture of my lime, I think it's about 2 drops of lime, 2 drops of eucalyptus, and to 4 drops of sage. And then there's about, I would say, about 20 mils of water or 30 mils of water. You add your drop. Just do that as an example. 3, 4. Something always goes wrong. Put that on. There we go. Right, so that's on. And then it's all switched on. You press this and it comes out. I put my hand behind it. Can you see that? I might need something darker, but can you see? You should be able to see the vapour coming out. So what you can do, you can put it in your room maybe an hour before you go to bed and have that and inhale that throughout. Obviously, make sure you turn it off before you go to sleep, but that should help. Or otherwise, you can build up, you can add it to your bath water. So you can mix sage with bergamot and lime, the same. So 4 drops of sage, 2 drops of lime, 2 drops of bergamot. Put it in your bath, run the bath water first, and then add the blend, and then you can soak in the water with that. And what happens is you find essential oils, they're small enough to absorb into your blood circulation, and hopefully that you could use that to help. That would help to regulate your night sweats and your hot flushes. But I think the best the best of the best is your sage tincture. And lastly, I'm going to leave that out of the way, you have sage tea. So this is by a company called Health and Heather. They sell it in Holland and Barrett. You can actually get this on Amazon as well, so I'm going to send you a link. It's sage, organic sage and lemon myrtle, and I love it. I think I'm used to it now. I've been drinking it for such a long time. I don't need to add sugar, but it's a required taste. It's a herb, so it's not going to taste amazingly nice, but you can add honey. Go easy with the sugars. But yeah, this is great. You can just drink it throughout the day, add your hot water. You can put it in a flask as well and drink it. I tend to add half of a fresh lemon juice of that in my tea. Not in a little cup like this. That's not going to last me. In the morning, I put it in a big mug, or I put it in a large flask. I've got like a flask this size, and I would drink it throughout the morning. And honestly, that really does help. That's helped me. I find that it's really regulated my temperature. It's made me reduce my night sweats and the hot flushes. I don't get that surge of heat that grows from your stomach up into your head and causing you to sweat profusely. So there we go. So this is the first part. So this is sage. As I said, sage is an estrogenic, so it helps to balance out your hormones of your estrogen that you're not producing anymore. It's going to balance it out. And again, it's amazing for your night sweats and hot flushes. I hope that was helpful. Again, please subscribe. Give me some constructive feedback. Let me know how you are. Actually, give me some advice if you've actually tried any of these, or if you've got any other remedies that others can actually use. I'm all about knowledge and understanding new things. So I'm going to send out another post, and this time it's going to be using water-based skincare products, which are amazing for those of you that suffer from hot flushes or are walking around with a glow of heat around you. So take care. Like me on Instagram, or again, you could email me on www.amethysthealth@gmail.com.